everyone, it's Alyssa from Planet Alyssa, here with this week's What I Sold on Etsy video. Can't believe that Christmas is less than a week away. I am not exactly ready, and judging by this week's sales, there are a lot of people who are scrambling to get ready for Christmas. I had a number of sales this week, including several that came in the past few days with people asking, is there any chance I can get this in time for Christmas? And I did tell them that as long as it's sent by this Saturday, the post office says it'll get there by Christmas. This week I sold a total of 32 items and for just under $500, $494 worth of sales. And I'll show you each of the items that sold and how much each one sold for, and I'll try to go quickly because I do have 32 of them to get through. First thing that sold this week was this jewelry box. It sold for $22. It's something I think I picked up at a thrift store. And as I've said in the past, jewelry boxes tend to sell pretty well, pretty regularly on Etsy. This is a set of Norman Rockwell posters that come in a book type binder. I think one of the posters was actually removed from the book, but the rest are here. There's a set of 20, and it sold for $15. This is a new old stock jigsaw puzzle. It's a Playboy Playmate puzzle, and it sold for $25. I can't remember where I picked this one up, possibly at a rummage sale. This is a set of vintage note cards. They have pretty cute vintage illustrations on the front, and as you can see, you can actually write on the front of the card as well as the inside of the card, so that's kind of cool. This set sold for $10, and I picked it up. It was sort of like a rummage sale, flea market kind of thing. By far the heaviest item I shipped this week was this typewriter. It sold for $60 and I picked it up at a garage sale. It is a Sears Malibu manual typewriter. This is an old granddad pitcher, a liquor pitcher decanter type thing. It's something I picked up in a box lot at an auction. It sold for $24. These are 4 mini plastic gelatin jello molds. These are really tiny. They're like the size of a Dixie cup. And I picked this set up at a garage sale this fall. The set sold for $8. I finally sold the rest of my Viewmaster sets this week. This was the first set that sold. It's a Horses Viewmaster set. It sold for $6. And I picked all these Viewmaster sets up in a box lot at an auction. This is a set of 3 owl stuffed animals, which sold for $15. They're probably made from cut and sew printed fabric. I picked all these up at a thrift store. This is a vintage citrate of magnesia bottle. It's a clear bottle with a metal and ceramic stopper on the top. It sold for $8. I believe I picked this up at a garage sale. This is a Snoopy and the Red Baron Viewmaster set, which sold for $6 and came from that same box lot. Interesting thing about this is I had a question on the set. I answered it, and a little while later it sold, so I assume it sold to the person that had asked the question. It was actually someone else who bought it. So there was a lot of interest in Snoopy and the Red Baron this week. This is a very elaborate ceramic wine decanter in the shape of a very colorful bird. It sold for $25 and I picked it up at a garage sale. This is a miniature dollhouse sized coat rack which sold for $8. I picked it up at a rummage sale with some other dollhouse furniture. This is a wooden Chinese checkers board. It is just the board, it does not come with the marbles. It sold for $25 and I believe I picked this up at a thrift store. This is a sealed new old stock package containing a pencil or pen cup and a memo holder box. This set sold for $20 and I picked it up at a thrift store. This ceramic Humpty Dumpty bank in the original box also came from a thrift store. It sold for $10 and this was something that was actually made by Avon, the company that makes the different perfumes and such. This is a tin or metal recipe holder box, an illustrated one. Sold for $8 and the same person that bought this one also bought this one that you'll see for $10 and same type of thing, a metal printed recipe holder box. I even sold a Viewmaster viewer. This one sold for $25. It's a Sawyer's brand one. It's an older one with made of black Bakelite plastic. Same person also bought this set of old flash bulbs for $12. These came to me by way of an auction box lot, the Viewmaster set I got at a thrift store. It's a cute puppy dog mug, which sold for $8. I picked it up at a rummage sale. This is a 1926 booklet, Denison's Vaudeville Sketches, Cy and I. It sold for $25, and it's something I picked up at an auction in a box lot. This is a cute little tray. It sold for $9. It's hard to tell from the picture, but a very mini tray, like a little snack size tray. It's black with a pink elephants and vintage cocktails illustration printed on it, and I picked it up not too long ago at a thrift store. This set of old reel-to-reel tapes also came from a thrift store. This set sold for $25. It was 4 reels, 3 Kodak reels, sealed boxes, and 1 Agfa reel that may have been used. The box was definitely opened. These are 2 decks of play-in cards, sold for $8. This was a bridge set that came together in the same box. They have kind of a cool modern-looking illustration on them, and I believe I picked these up at a rummage sale. This 1948 Pennsylvania license plate also came from a rummage sale. It sold for $15. This is a vintage Norcrest made in Japan cat figurine, sold for $20, and something I picked up in a box lot at an auction. These were 4 vintage Ragamuffin illustrated Christmas balls, Christmas ornaments. The set sold for $12. I believe I picked these up at a thrift store. And the last of my 2 Viewmaster sets sold to the same buyer. This is the Gulliver's Travel set, which sold for $6. And then I also sold this Wizard of Oz set for $6. It's not the Judy Garland movie, but a different Wizard of Oz set. This is a vintage score pad holder for card games. It sold for $12, and I believe I picked it up at a rummage sale. And finally this week, an antique postcard, which sold for $6. It's from Washington, D.C. And I picked this up at a thrift store. Thank you everyone for watching. I do put out these What I Sold videos every week. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it, share it, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I'll see you again next week. I expect next week's video to be a little bit shorter. I don't think I'll be selling quite as many things next week.